All right, different things to work on for homework tonight. Adding fractions and finding the area of triangles. Let's start with your triangles. I said show your work at the bottom, but actually I think you have enough space to just do it right by here. So this first shape has a base of 10 feet and a height of 5 feet. If we were to make it into a rectangle, this rectangle would be 5 times 10, or 5 by 10 feet. So it's going to be 50 square feet. But the triangle is only half of that, because this part equals this part, and this part equals this part. So we need to take 50 divided by 2, and that gives us 25 feet squared. You can also write it 25 square feet. Just make sure you get your unit in there, because area is in squares. And then we've got, this one's 12 by 10. And then we divide that by 2, and that gives us 60 square kilometers. And again, you can write it like this, or you can just write SQKM for square kilometers. We'll do, let's see, one more, and let's do number 4, because we need to do a little bit of multiplication. So here, we have 19 times 15. So please, as always, show your work for this. I have 5 times 9 is 45, 5 times 10 is 50, 10 times 9 is 90, 10 times 10 is 100. So that's going to give me 285. And can you divide that by 2? This is a little bit trickier. I think there's actually 2 ways you could do this. One is the traditional way, where you just do division. So if I just put 285 divided by 2, I would have that. Let's see. Or you could do partial quotients, or the Big 7 method. But if I do it like this, I have an answer of 142 with 1 remaining, and I'm going to turn that into a fraction. So it's going to be 142 and 1/2 is the answer. What I would do, though, to be honest, I would just say, okay, 285 divided by 2 is half of 285. So what's half of 200? That's 100. What's half of 80? Half of 80 is 40. What's half of 5? 2.5, 2.5. And then I have the same answer, 142.5. So that's the area of this one. Again, a little bit trickier with these calculations. So let's do one more together. We'll do this number 6 together. So 34 times 51 is what we've got first. And 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 30 is 30. 50 times 4 is 200. 50 times 30 is 1,500. So I've got 1,734. And now, can you divide that by 2? Let's do the other method I used first. So what is half of 1,000? Half of 1,000 is 500. What's half of 700? Half of 700 is 350. What's half of 30? 15. What's half of 4? 2. If you're good at your halves, you can almost do this in your head or break it down. Of course, if you want to do the other method, you can just do division. 1,734 divided by 2. And let's see. If I did 2 times 8, that would give me 16. 2 times 6. 2 times 7, same answer. Okay, so again, we're working on the area of triangles, but good practice for multiplication and division for these. And now quickly, let's do a few of adding fractions. And again, your steps will always be common denominator, then you change the fractions, then you add, then you reduce. Let me start at number 5, so I have some space down here. 1/3 plus 2/4. What is my common denominator between thirds and fourths? It's going to be 12ths. So now I change my factors. How do I get from 3 to 12ths? Well, that's times 4. So I do times 4 here. 4/12ths, and 2/4, that's the same as 1/2, right? So this is going to be 6/12ths. I just know that. And that gives me 10/12ths, and I'm going to reduce that because they're both even numbers. And the answer is 5/6. How about we'll go backwards. We'll do number 4 now. 2/3 plus 2/10. And what is our common denominator? Well, it's going to be 30. And again, the more we do this, the more you'll be able to just figure that out in your head. If you need to list the factors, that's another choice. But what do we have here? 3 times what is 30? It's times 10. So 2 times 10 is 20. 20/30ths plus. Here we've got 10 times 3. So 2 times 3 is going to give us 6. And now we have 26/30ths, and both even numbers, so I can definitely reduce. And the answer is going to be 13. 26 divided by 2 is 13/15. That cannot be reduced any further. And then these other ones, just do on your own. We've been practicing for a while, so hopefully you're getting it on your own now. But just follow these steps and you should be set. There's only 5 of them to do, and that is your homework for tonight. Thank you very much, and that's all. Bye.